locally known as Pepito, will be called Saudel once it upgrades to a tropical storm. It is this system just towards the east of the Philippines. Plenty of convection with this, plenty of rainfall, and that is going to be the main issue as you go ahead throughout on your Tuesday here in the Philippines. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta. Please do follow me on all of these social media platforms. I post more frequent updates there if you do want to continue to get posted on this storm system. All right, so here's infrared imagery. What I was talking about is all this convection all the way from southern Luzon through even Manila, Quezon, back there towards Cagayan, areas of Apari here in northern Luzon. You have the rainfall coming on shore today, even plenty of inflow coming in behind this. So there is a lot of moisture to work with. As we zoom in, though, the key thing you do want to take away here, and it's actually pretty good news, is that good news in a way is that you have a very lack of defined center of circulation. This does not have an eye by any means. So you don't have that core strength of winds developing with this, at least at this time. There's just a lot of moisture being sucked up out of the ocean here. In fact, sea surface temperature is about 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. That is just fuel for fire for this to continue to intensify, which is why we at least expect a tropical storm as this moves on shore from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, Pagasa, Japan Meteorological Agency. They're all calling it a tropical depression right now. That surprises me, to be quite frank. I think it should be named a tropical storm. Here's that track from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, expecting to come on shore towards the north and east of Manila, south of Aurora out here, basically moving over the central areas of Luzon, coming out near Subic Bay, pushing out there towards the west. Now, eventually, it is going to continue to track out here over towards the South China Sea, which is why I do expect this to actually re-intensify and even push over towards parts of Hainan and then towards Vietnam. Vietnam has been plagued with rainfall as of late. They've had 3 landfalling tropical systems. This could be a 4th. It is just an absolutely disastrous situation there. Just Google Vietnam floods. If you get a moment after watching this video, it really is striking the amount of rainfall and why it's not being talked about more so. I really want to try to bring a light to that for people that are being out there being impacted by this. Anyways, here's our tropical depression. It is still a TD. Expect to become a tropical storm in the very near future from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. And then you see they don't really quite get the typhoon intensity, but I think it very well is possible once this moves over towards the South China Sea. But as I mentioned previously, it's not so much the center of circulation, even though model guidance are really confident on this going on a due west path. It is the moisture load. This is the total precipitable water microwave imagery, and you can just kind of see what I'm talking about here. All these areas in red, high content of moisture. You got that flow coming in out of the equatorial regions, you got that flow coming in away from the east, and that means the Philippines are going to get impacted. And also still have moisture flow out ahead of this, so showers still impacting areas of Vietnam. So that, on top of that, is going to continue to bring some additional areas of rainfall. Anyways, ignore that streamlined analysis. Let's talk about the model outlook here from the European. And here's our system. It's developing, coming on shore, pretty much exactly where we're expecting it, and eventually pulling off towards the west. As I mentioned, the center of circulation does tighten up over the South China Sea, but it's still all about that moisture load and that moisture inflow, which is why some of these areas out here could see as much as 400 to 500 millimeters of total precipitation across eastern areas of Luzon over towards Cagayan. Metro Manila might even get a little bit of urban flooding, not because of the tremendous amount of rainfall, but because of the rain that has already been taking place. You get that starting to back up drainage systems. You have poor drainage systems, things like that. It just combines into a mess of impacts out here. So really feel for you guys, and this is just another storm system on top of what we have been seeing. Anyways, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please let me know down in the comment box below. I really appreciate all of that feedback. Here's the main things you want to take away from this, though. Flooding likely still in northern Luzon. It will be moving over Luzon as we go ahead into Tuesday, and then another dangerous landfall in Vietnam likely by the end of the week. Thanks for watching.